up, city people, and welcome back to another episode of Molo in the City podcast. I am your host, Moshua L'Oreal, a.k.a. Molo. Of course, we are your hub for all things fashion, music, art, and entertainment. Keep you up on all the people that you need to know in and around the city. And today, I'd like to introduce you to an amazing visual artist, Mr. Selfmade, a little later, as well as actor Sir Brodie, and we're going to get a performance from one of my favorite Atlanta singers, Franc West. But of course, first I got to start you guys off with all the things that happened in entertainment this week, just a couple. Starting with the very good news that my boy Bootsy, for now, is cancer-free. As you guys know, that he announced that he had a sickness with kidney cancer recently, but he went through surgery this past Tuesday. He's feeling much better, so thank goodness for that, little Bootsy. We love you. South Carolina is crazy in love with Bootsy, so I really got to shout him out for the home team. Hey, Charleston. Also, Meek Mills, as you guys know, he's been taking L's left and right. Lord Jesus, bless Meek Mill's heart. So as you guys know, he might be facing a little bit of jail time right now because he got in trouble for breaking probation. Apparently, he went out of town. He was doing the tour thing, but I guess he didn't get proper confirmation from his PO. So he's in trouble for that right now. Nicki held him down in court. But on good news in Meek Mill, he actually got nominated for an Oscar of Best Original Song for his song Fighting Song. So that's a good look for him right now. He needs a little bit of positive energy. So Meek, best wishes on that, darling. Also, my boy, Kendrick Lamar. Somebody who stays winning. I am so in love with him. And as you guys know, he got nominated for 11 Grammys for To Pimp a Butterfly. That is freaking incredible. So not only is that major, but our president has said that his favorite song of the year has been a song by Kendrick Lamar. And what higher praise can you get than to get that from the president, which only shows how cool our president is. God, I'm going to miss him. But shout out to K-Dot, because you're winning all the way around the board. Moving right on to our fashion of the week. Y'all know I got to shout out somebody in the city who is just holding it down on the fashion scene. And today is my girl on Instagram, Vanilla Like Whoa. You guys look her up on Instagram. She is so dope. She's always wearing these crazy wigs and bright colors. I just love her. You want to show you some pictures of the stuff that she holds down. She said that she loves dressing the way that she feels, and she loves dressing through clothes that express herself. So shout out to you, girl. You be holding it down. So before we get into the interviews, I got to give a quick big thanks to the Walk Fashion Show for having us last week. It was absolutely amazing. Shout out to my boy Deshaun. We love you. Hey, Deshaun. And also this week we were at the White Fashion Show, the Winter White Show. One of the craziest fashion events of the city. So you guys be sure to look out for our Instagram. We're going to show you some pictures of everything that went down. So we'll be right back with more Molo in the City.
Wait, it's over. We are back with season 2 of Molo in the City podcast. As you know, we are your hub for all things fashion, music, art, and entertainment. So tune in every week. Follow us on social media and log on to our YouTube. We're in the city.
Welcome back, people, to Molo in the City podcast. I am sitting here with my long-term homie, actor, Mr. Sir Brodie. How you doing, darling?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's glad to finally have you on my show.
Absolutely.
Y'all don't even know. Sir Brodie was one of the first people that I ever interviewed when I started media. And you were just getting to your acting thing. One of the first people I talked to at Karma. We used to go to Karma all the time.
Absolutely. We was upstairs, hanging out upstairs, and they said, "Come over here, this girl, she want to do an interview with you." And I was like, "I don't do interviews, I had just got started.
He was being bougie. Don't get it twisted. He was like, "I do no interview."
I had just got started in the acting, so I didn't feel like I deserved an interview right then.
But since then, you've been rolling. We've been rolling.
Absolutely.
What do you feel has been your biggest role so far that you've enjoyed doing?
Probably this
You've been working. You did commercials, movies, everything now.
The commercials are fun because they kind of allow you to improv and just you get to be creative on your own. It's not scripted. Probably the biggest role I have so far is What Love Will Make You Do. I had an opportunity to work with Darren DeWitt Henson.
Yes.
Victoria Ruel. Carl Payne.
Yeah.
Brad James.
Yep.
Judy Blair, Reese Odom, Blue Kimball.
My boys, Emmanuel and
Philip Hudson.
What was it like being on set? Them was some nuts, honey.
Yeah, they crazy.
Those classes was wild. Y'all was cut up on set, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus. So I was going to ask you to do a monologue. You talking about doing an improv thing. First of all, I ain't never did no acting in my life. You are now seasoned in this thing. How do you get into character? Show me getting into character. Like if somebody just tells you, okay, now you're about to be a villain, how do you get into it? Like how do you start filling that role?
But there's a couple rules you have to follow when you're doing improv. You got to always say yes. You never say no. Okay. So when you're improvising, whatever I say to you, it's always yes. You don't have to say yes.
I'm getting
say
scared.
Yes and, right?
Yes.
So, for instance, I noticed that you are a lovely artist, and I've enjoyed some of your work. So far, I see this painting on the wall.
Right.
So what inspired you to paint this?
So to me, this is just an embodiment of who I am as a person. I throw on the mask, I got the hardcore exterior, but underneath, I'm still just a bad female.
Well, that kind of looks the way you looked last night.
What? Cut. Somebody be like, ooh, Molo out here getting
it. It's improv.
I'm not messing with the actors.
See,
I'm not an actor.
So you're supposed to say yes and.
You know what's so bad too? I probably couldn't even do a fake kiss. Like if you don't care how fine you are, if we're on camera and they're like, okay, kiss him right now, I would probably buckle and turn red and be all embarrassed. Like
I was on my first sex scene.
I heard sex scenes are the most awkward thing ever.
Yeah, because you got a room full of people like this room is right now that people can't see on camera. They're just standing there watching you and everyone's quiet. I have a scene with Shamir Morton.
Yeah.
And because I knew she was a cheerleader for the Falcons and the Hawks, she's on the radio. You know what I mean? She's doing some Atlanta Housewives stuff now. So when I had to go into the room and basically take my shirt off and with her, I was like,
you got shy?
God, yeah, this is me. You know what I mean?
And it's like choreographed.
I start touching her like I don't want to touch her the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
oh God, that's awkward thinking about it.
The director helps you out and he just says, look, let's
just be free with it. Oh God, I got completely off subject. Dang. Okay, so let's go back. If you had a movie role, any movie role that you could have went back and did it, like you wish that would have been you, what movie role would you have done?
Shaft. Bad motherfucker. Shut your mouth. That's me.
What? I think you could have did that too. You got a charisma for that. I did
that one. I think I am going to do that one.
Are you? Do a remake. You got this. You know what? Of all the characters that you do, you got this wild character. What? Reverend Dr. D.O. Good.
Reverend Dr. Do Good.
Let's talk about
pastor and founder of Goodness Gracious Free Will Missionary Baptist Church, where everybody's free to do whatever they will, as long as they got my money.
Oh my God! You do YouTube videos with this guy, don't you?
Yes.
Where did you get this character from?
Again,
are you copying a real pastor? First of all,
several.
A collaboration of Atlanta pastors.
Not Atlanta.
Oh, not Atlanta.
Carolina.
South Carolina. We're the worst. Oh God, the Baptists and the wild Southern Baptists.
Yeah.
Ooh, honey.
I think that started my acting bug though, doing that in the churches. You know how we do in the Carolinas, the churches, we always got different programs, pastor's anniversary, bus ministry anniversary, usher's anniversary, parking lot ministry anniversary, nursery anniversary, choir anniversary, senior choir, child choir anniversary. And they would always ask, what you wanted to do. And I was like, look, I want to do this little character. And then I would dress up, put a wig on, robe out, all that, and just do it for the church.
What? That's what's up. So what you got coming up, Brodie? What's next for you?
We got a few movie premieres coming up this month. I have one on the 19th at Plaza Theater. It's called A Man in Desperation, directed by Ken Baldwin. Then we have another premiere on December the 23rd at Plaza Theater. It's A Christmas to Remember. We currently have a small theater release going on in the Carolinas right now. That's directed by Henderson Maddox. I have another premiere coming up in January, What Love Will Make You Do. And that'll probably be like one of our last premieres because it's going to be airing on BET for Valentine's Day. That's directed by Lisa Haynes.
That's what's up. So now I'm going to allow you, I want you to sign us off. I want Reverend Dr. Dogood to tell them we're going to be right back with more Molo in the City.
Well, we're going to be right back. I know I am with Molo in the City.
We'll be right back.
Somebody say yeah.
What's up, city people, and welcome back to Molo in the City podcast. I am sitting here with visual artist, really creator of everything. You do everything. Screen printing, painting, you do clothing, you do all that stuff. When did you get started with this creative business? This is Mr. Selfmade. I'm sorry, I got so into what he does. Mr. Selfmade in the building. How'd you get started with the creative business? Could you do creative artistry?
I think I got started in 2006. I just bought a camera and I started doing graphic design.
Really? What made you get into it? Were you doing art before then?
I wasn't. I wanted to start a clothing line, and the clothing line, it was like one of the, with the graphics on the front of the shirt. So I taught myself graphic design, and then people would want me to do like their album covers, and then because I had a camera, females would want me to do like photos of them, and then rappers.
Everybody's a model.
Want me to do photos of them.
Yeah.
So it started off as photography and graphic design.
Yeah.
And then it turned into like, I started helping people with their branding because I knew how to make things look how they should look. So people would come to me like, I have a clothing line, or I'm starting a beverage company, or I have a record label, or I'm opening a coffee shop. And then it just turned into like corporate branding.
Yeah.
I was actually working for a company. When I first came here, I interned under Justin Huff. He's like one of my mentors. And the first account he ever gave me was the Soulja Boy account. So I helped create like Soulja Boy's logo, helped with some of his branding stuff. And then I actually started doing work for Block ENT and Johnny Cabell, and then they hit me up. They wanted me to do on a Gucci single. The first thing I did for Gucci was the Atlanta, Georgia song. It was like Gucci, Ludacris, and Shorty Low. Actually, it was Shorty Low's record.
I gotta
and then
know.
through that, I met Gucci, and I did work for him.
Really? So how was he as a person? I need to understand this obsession with Gucci Man in Atlanta. Like, how was he as a person when you met Gucci Man?
He's like, he exemplifies what being from Atlanta is all about. Like, Gucci Man is a star. Like, he's funny.
Yeah.
Like, when he's in the room, he's going to command most of the attention in the room. Like, he's
Definitely.
funny. He's just a ball of energy. Like, I always thought he was a great dude. I never have nothing negative to say about Gucci.
So what, you were doing Soulja Boy back when he was doing the snap music and all that stuff? For real? I never got to really meet Soulja Boy. I don't know him personally. His team just would, pay us to do things for him. That's what's up.
Opportunity to meet him one-on-one.
Well, how did it branch into the bigger accounts? Because I know you work with Pepsi. Like, you go from doing album covers and photography to working with a major corporation like that. Like, where did the transition happen to where you blew up like that?
Just marketing. It was the same thing here. The company I was working for, Pepsi did a street campaign in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they wanted to use like visual artists that were familiar with the street scene. So they actually used some of the visuals that they created. They wanted them to have like a street feel. So they went after artists that were doing like mixtape covers and different urban stuff in Atlanta. And I was just lucky enough to be a part of that project.
That's what's up. And I read some quotes from you. I know you said you just are really good at envisioning things and then creating them. So what's like your creative process? First of all, I want to know, because this is a big music city. Who are you listening to? When you're creating and you're vibing out and you doing your drawings, you doing whatever, like, what music gets you going? Like, what inspires you?
Different stuff. I like, my musical taste is like really diverse.
Yeah.
Like, I might listen to like John Baptiste classical music, and then I might jump straight into like something ratchet. Like,
I might say, you already told me you all into trap music, so.
I love Future. Like, I love Future.
Yeah.
I love Camden Primo. He's the artist where I'm from. His music is dope.
Look, my producer co-signed that one. Pastor Troy? Oh, yeah. That whole line of music.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Troy. Is a great dude. He actually is in the building. I'm not super familiar with Troy's music though, to be honest.
He just put his head down. That's all good though. But like you said, you got music that inspires you. But you have the different types of music. Now I know you do different types of creatives. You do clothing, you do paintings, you do whatever. So does the different music kind of inspire you on what you're going to do? Like, cause you kind of bounce between all that.
I like contrast.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing something classy, I might listen to something ratchet, and if I'm doing something ratchet, I might listen to something classy. Just because I might be trying to give it balance.
Yeah.
You know, like if I'm doing a photo shoot with a top model, I might listen to Future's mixtape.
Yeah.
If I'm shooting with an exotic dancer, I might play classical music just to see how she responds. Take her out of her comfort zone. So I do that to take myself out of my comfort zone as well. Just like, let's make it a little awkward and see what we come up with.
See what happens. Now I know you said you're from what, New Jersey?
No, I'm from Camden, New Jersey.
Camden, New Jersey?
Yeah.
So what's the transition like? Were you doing art when you were in Camden? Or was that only back when you were in Apparently I'm hearing some things about Camden, that was a pretty rough spot. How was that coming up in Camden and being an artist?
It was cool. I survived.
Yeah.
I usually adapt to my surroundings. I'm always going to be all right. But
tell me about your show you just did in Brooklyn.
The show in Brooklyn was amazing. Shout out to Image Gallery. My boy Steven for setting that. My manager Steven for setting that up. It was dope. Like I always wanted to be a visual artist, to do a show in Brooklyn. Like I have a lot of respect for like street art and graffiti.
Right.
So to do anything in New York, especially Brooklyn, is like a big deal. For me, it was.
Yeah.
So for them to invite me out, that was cool. A lot of people came out and supported it, and a lot of people told me like my art, it had a Brooklyn feel, which made me.
It really does.
Feel good.
You got a griminess to your art, because I read your comic book. I was reading your comic book. You got the girls with the face mask on, even like this right here. Like you got the face mask. It's always like this kind of sensuality and griminess that's with it. So that's kind of the association they get from you?
It is. Again, it's contrast. I just want to take like childhood creativity and blend it with like a adult ambition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the weaponry. Like I'm not an advocate of violence, but as a kid, as a young boy, like we love action, we love guns, we love female shapes.
Yeah.
Just want to wrap that up in some sort of creative bundle and put it out there.
That's what's up. So what you got coming up next?
I have a show. I'm actually on tour right now. My manager's putting together a tour. We're doing some shows out in Toronto in February for the All-Star game.
Oh, it's about to be cold out there, honey.
Yeah. We're doing South by Southwest. I have a whole itinerary. I could probably shoot you the itinerary. But yeah, I'm touring all of this year. I'm working on a piece for Andre Drummond.
Why are you doing a mural?
Yeah, it's.
You want to say mural? Not
it's
really.
It's kind of like a mural. It's 20 feet long by like 6 feet tall. It's actually for the game room in his house.
Huge.
And I'm also working on a campaign. I'm not gonna say which clubs, but I'm about to renovate like 6 nightclubs in Atlanta, and they're gonna be featuring my art all throughout the clubs.
So if ever you need a host, you just holler at your girl Molo, and I'm here for you. All right.
Definitely.
We want to come out to your events too. You better let us know when you do one of your art events out here in Atlanta.
I don't have any scheduled this year. I'll probably you could catch me at all the art events.
Yeah.
I just enjoy art, but I don't have a private show in Atlanta this year. I just have the one show scheduled for Los Angeles in July.
That's what's up. We'll give you a little shout out before we get out of here, because I know you know half the people in Atlanta. Give your shout outs to your people.
Shout out to Chilio.
Hey, Chilio.
Shout out to Justin Huff, Maya Bailey. Shout out to Leah, Chris Jones. I'm gonna forget something.
They be mad at you.
They say blame it on the mind, not the heart. Y'all know I rock with y'all.
That's what's up. There you have it, guys. Mr. Selfmade, Mr. Do It All, Jack of all trades. You guys be sure to follow him. What's your Instagram?
It's Mr. Selfmade, MR Selfmade, and that's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything in life. Mr. Selfmade.
There you have it. We're also here at his Push Creative Studio, just so you guys know. So you got to be sure to come and check that out as well. Thank you so much for coming through, Mr. Selfmade.
Thanks for having me.
Give me a backpack. We'll be right back with my Molo in the city.
The Gion Cultural Center and Restaurant is the first and only traditional Ethiopian design restaurant in Atlanta. Come and enjoy our award-winning Ethiopian food in a truly cultural setting. Our menu follows the tradition of Ethiopian culture, and along with our service and prices, we guarantee you'll return for more. Our large banquet hall can easily host any family function or any large group. We are located in the heart of Atlanta at 2080 Cheshire Bridge Road. Please visit Guion today and fill your taste buds with tradition.
For such a treat right now, I am in here with one of my favorite Atlanta artists, Mr. Franc West. How you doing, love?
Hey, what up, Mom?
Honey, I used to go to, when I first came to Atlanta, I was just a spoken word artist out here on the scene, going traveling. But I got to the open mics and I started going to the singers' mics. They had a live band, live singers, and they would always let me come as a poet, and I was the only one to come into the open mics. And I saw this guy perform. I melted. You have built such a name for yourself here in Atlanta because of your signature sound.
Thank you very much.
Where'd you get that from? You got this raspiness, this kind of old soul, old school tone to your voice.
Yeah, I mean, my mom's voice is raspy. My dad's voice is raspy.
They sing?
Yeah, they sing a little bit. My mom really sings. Like, my dad called me when I was 12, Frank, I'm leading a song in church. I was like, big deal, you know? But my mom is who taught me how to sing.
Where do you want to go with your singing?
Up.
Up?
Yeah, and around.
What inspires you right now? When you're doing your songs, do you write your own music?
Absolutely.
What inspires you when you're writing?
Real life situations.
Yeah.
All my music is moments of my life or somebody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to talk to people. I like to go to the grocery store and people watch. You know, just sit down with people who look like they're thinking about something and ask them, hey, what you thinking about? And they tell me. Sometimes it turns into a song.
So coming up, because first of all, I love to hear you sing old school songs. You do your James Brown and all that kind of stuff. Who were you growing up listening to? Who inspired your sound?
Solid gold soul, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Before my mom got remarried, she used to date a guy, the same guy that she married, my stepdad. He had a long two-door Eldorado Cadillac. Yeah. And I used to fall asleep in the back all the time because, she wouldn't let anybody babysit me. And that's what he would have playing, them solid gold soul oldies, yeah. So I love James Brown, Bill Withers, all the old cats.
If you could go back and collaborate with anybody, who would it be?
Who wouldn't it be? I would collaborate with everyone.
Everybody?
Yeah, especially James Brown and Sam Cooke, Cab Calloway, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra. Yeah.
All right, darling. And when your adoring fans want to get in touch with you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. Everything's the same at Franc West, FrancWest.
Do you have any shows coming up we should know about?
Nah, but I got something in the works with one of your favorite breakfast spots. You know what I mean? If you're ever in the mood for pancakes. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't want to unveil it too fast. The ink ain't dry yet.
As long as you invite Molo in the city to come out, then we're cool.
All day long. It ain't a party unless you're there, Molo.
So what song are you singing for us today?
It's a song called Watcher. Yeah, true story.
Well, here you go, guys. Molo in the City exclusive. My boy Franc West singing an Atlanta favorite, Watcher.
Kissing you is all I've been thinking. What is it that you have done to me? Yeah. Is it just a simple conversation that's got me feeling for what you've been giving me? So I'll sit right here outside your window and hopefully I'll catch, and hopefully you'll see me standing there I'm gonna watch you, babe. Got my eye on you. I'm gonna watch you, baby. Got my eye on you. I'm gonna watch you, baby. Got my eye on you. You. I'm gonna watch you, baby. Got my eye on you. That's it. I appreciate that. Like I said, Instagram is at Franc West, FRANCWEST. Everywhere you can follow me, and it's free. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's my favorite song.
Okay, so for all you Atlanta movers and shakers who are looking for a luxury concierge service, we're going to pitch it to our small business shout out to my boy on the ground, Rich in the Streets.
You already know, man. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Every time I ride with them, man, it's so crazy. I'ma just show y'all, man. We're gonna go out to the car and let y'all see what it really look like, man.
Auto Concierge Enterprises is inviting you to the lobby to meet your Auto Concierge. Check out this vehicle. We specialize in first class transportation. We got here first class Learjet seats, fully reclined, footrest, refrigerator, 32 screen.
Yeah. What you known for? I mean, I don't know. I'm 41. What song? I ain't never heard. You like a rapper? I mean, you like a damn gangster.
Now, this is what you need. Hey, your Auto Concierge here. You can reach me at my Twitter, ace_prez, and Instagram, your Auto Concierge, and that's the same for Facebook. If you guys need any of your auto lifestyle needs, whether you're driven or driving, I have luxury car service as well as a car dealership. I provide auto consultations to provide any of your needs, whether you want a Honda or whether you want a Mercedes. So just give me a call and schedule now.
And y'all can find me if y'all want to interview, whatever y'all want to do, at Molo in the City on Instagram or at NPR_Richie, RICHE_Rich. And you can find me or you can hit me in a DM on either one of those pages and just let me know what it is, man. It's Rich in the Streets and I'm out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We had such a fun show. I have to give a special thanks to everybody who was a part of it today. First of all, my dude, Mr. Selfmade and Push Creative Studios. Push stands for perseverance, understanding, simplicity, and honor. Now they have different artists here every week. They switch out the pictures and everything. They do opening and closings here, and they participate in Art Stroll Atlanta every second Friday. So you guys be sure to check out Push Creative. We're actually right across from 255. I know you guys know where that is. So we're right down the street. It is the bomb. I appreciate this arena so much. All this beautiful photography. Also, thanks to our boy Franc West, who shut it down. Oh my God, one of my favorite singers. Thank you, Frank, for coming through. Thank you to my actor friend, Sir Brodie. He held it down for us. Thanks to my makeup artist, Whitley, who got me beat fresh. Appreciate you on that, homie. Thank you to Dragon Tattoo, one of our sponsors. Also to Keon Cultural Hall. Now you guys know that's out there in Buckhead, and if you guys mention Molo in the City when you go, you get 15% off your meal, and it is Ethiopian food. It is amazing balls, trust me. You want to go get you some, okay? Also, if you guys want to do commercials or ads, be sure to hit us up at inthecitypodcast@gmail.com so we can get you guys locked in. As always, I have to give a special thanks to my staff who always hold me and my ADD self down. I appreciate you guys so much. Also, make a shout out to Scales925. If you guys don't know, I host there every Tuesday night for the Real Love Music Experience, where it's live music, live R&B music from the 90s and 2000s. And we also bring a top act every week. This past week we had Kiki Wyatt, so you guys be sure to come through. It is a sold out event, all right? Now, for all you performers and actors or whatever else you do creatively who want to come on the show, please be sure to send your EPK to inthecitypodcast@gmail.com. If you're a dancer, you're a flamethrower, I don't care what you do, then you send your picture and detailed bio to inthecitypodcast@gmail.com. And as always, guys, tune in each and every week. Catch us every Wednesday on more Molo in the City.
M.A. Roma.